G'day everyone, Be Asian Dad here. Today we're going to do the unboxing of this Dell Premium Active Pen PN579X. Now this is a new pen that Dell has brought out, and it has increased the actual pen sensitivity at 4096 pressure levels. So it's a lot double of what it used to be. So let's just kind of get through to this. So let's unlock it. Okay. Pretty much now we've got some what's in here, so we've got pretty much just documentation here. We don't need that, and we've pretty much got the pen itself, which is fantastic. So see the pen, we'll get back to this in a moment. And then you've got a nice little replacement and pen for the nib at the front, so that's the little ring to actually get it, and inside you will see there's a little extra nib there, so you can actually replace the nib at the front here, which is kind of good. I'll just put that aside as well. Now I'll also see what else is in here. So that's pretty much all the box itself. So we get a battery here. Now this is a quadruple A battery, and it should last around about 12 months is what they recommend. And we've got a lanyard for the pen itself. So now let's kind of put the battery in here. Okay, now this pen does have 3 buttons, so you got, let's just take this plastic wrapping away. So this pen does have 3 buttons. So you got the 2 barrels on the top, 1 and 2, and then you got a button on the top here at the very edge here. So let's get the battery into this pen. So now it's no longer a twist like the previous generation. All you got to do is grab the top part, which is, you see the different color, and pretty much just pull it. Once you pull it, you'll see it come out like this, which is really nice and easy. And what we do is we'll go grab the battery itself, and you make sure the positive is facing towards the top of the pen itself. So just pretty much just hold it down here, and you've got to wrap the label itself, kind of like a cigarette there, and just place it back in. Now there is a flat area, so I'm trying to match that up with the flat area of the thing, and pretty much just push it in, and that's pretty much ready to go. So now to turn on, there's a light down on one of the sides, you'll see it. So as you turn on, you just press it, you'll see that light. Now it's because it's blinking, which means it's in searching of Bluetooth mode at the moment, so then you can actually pair it to your computer. The actual weight of this pen is 19.5 grams, so it's actually not too bad. It's got a bit of weight to it as well, which is nice. And you're looking at 15 centimeters is the actual length of the pen itself. The pen runs off the Wacom Active ES technology, so it is compatible with a lot of softwares there. So here we've got the PN579X, and right in my hands I've got the PN557W, which I've done a review for, and I'll put a link in the description below, but this is actually the older version of it. So this is what this one kind of replaced. As you probably noticed, this is now going to be both magnetic, so they can probably join to each other. But I'm just going to put them side by side together. As you can see, the PN579X is a little bit shorter, and you can see the actual difference in the material type. So the old version, you're looking at it's all metal sort of feel to it, whereas the PN579X is got a more of a rubberized feel to it, so it's probably got a nicer feel to have better grip on it. Now this pen does support tilt and rotation, and I have actually created a video with the Dell Latitude 7200 2-in-1, and you will see also the jitter tests and line tests as well, plus the rotation and tilt tests as well. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description below. I do recommend, after you connect the pen to the computer, to actually go to the Dell website and install the Dell Active Pen software. Now that's off the website itself, so go find that out. Now you can customize a lot of the buttons on this pen here. So on the top here, which is the top pen button, that's referring to the top part of this one here. So you can actually change the single press, double press, and long press. You can actually do a lot of different options there. So you can actually have a little scroll there. When it's talking about the top and bottom barrel, it's referring to these 2 buttons on the side, and the top one is the one closest to the top button, of course, and the bottom barrel button is the bottom one there. Here's the pen sensitivity, what that basically means. And if I just go to sketch pad down here, I'll just do a double press, and we'll get to the sketch pad here. So actually this now is sensitivity. So as you can see, I'm actually just pressing light, heavy, light. And I'm just going to bring this a little bit bigger so you can actually see this up. So light, heavy, light, heavy. So if I just go back to the software, I'm actually going to change the sensitivity level down pretty low. I'll just go back to, I'll just do another sketch here. So I'm just going to go light, heavy, light. So it's actually not heavy, light. So I can definitely feel it's definitely not as sensitive for sure. So it does take a fair bit to actually get that sensitivity up. But if I actually bring the sensitivity up pretty high, and I'll just do a double press to get into ink space, and pretty much you can just go, I'm doing light, heavy. It just basically increases. You can see there's a huge amount of increase in how much sensitivity there, which is fantastic. And at the top here you'll find there's the battery indicator of how much battery is left in this pen. If you find this video informative or enjoyed it, give it a like, and if you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner. I do try to upload a new video every Tuesdays and Fridays, and just remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. I'll see you in the next video.